Yes, good morning to one and all. Today we'll be going to discuss about the PHP server arrays as well as files arrays. So in this, what happens basically is these are the standard variables we can say. So directly you can use that variables and you can get the data. Let us see that variables. So they are also called as a super global variables. This server array, which contains $server array, contains the uh, associative array. It is going to be contains the HTTP header, request header, and configuration of the options. Okay, so here you can use fetch the data. You can use like this. Uh, as you see that this array is there here, so it contains a lot of variables. Okay, so those variables are going to be in the example. You can see here is that use the dollar array server array. uh, it's a case sensitive. One more thing is that okay. So you should write those things in the capital letters only. So dollar server. Okay, server name is there. For dollar server software. So server remote address. When you say these things, so these are all called as the super global variables. Okay? So directly the variable is accessed and you'll be going to get the output. Server name. What is the name of the server? Server software. Which software that is being used over there? Remote address server. Those things you can able to fetch it. So here it is embedded with the HTML by using this double quotes. So dot is the notation used for the concatenation. These are some example over here. Uh, so here you can see that echo, see PHP is going to start here, ends here. Echo dollar server PHP self. Dollar server, okay, server name, host address, P referrer. Okay, so these things are simple program. It is going to be. So if you going to execute this particular program, the information about this is going to be displayed for the server name, host, all these things. Like that, around 27 variables are there. Self means it returns the file name of the current existing script. Then server gateway interface returns the version of the common gateway interface, which gate that is being used, number that it is going to display. Then server address, IP address it is going to display. Server name, for example, here W3 schools, which hosts that name that it is going to be uh, displayed. Then server software, which software that it is being used. For example, here Apache server is there. Okay, Apache version and all these things that it is going to. Then server protocol, which protocol that it is being used. Here usually it is going to be HTTP 1.1. Then request method, which method that it is being requested. That is a get method or post method. That also it is being shown. Then request time, at what time that it is being requested. So timestamp is also going to be given. So like this, there are other queries like a query string. And so you'll be knowing that when you'll be going to post or get, you're going to use the query that. So that string it is going to display. Then HTTP accept. So accept the header for the current request or the request have been made. For that it is going to accept. Then HTTP accept character set, which character set that is going to be used. There is ISO standard or PDF standard, which standard that is being used. Then HTTP referrer. Here what happens basically, it completes the URL current page, not reliable because not all the users again agents supports it. So this is complete URL that it is going to consider. HTTPS, so it is a this is what secure protocol it is going to be, that it is going to be get displayed. Then remote address, as I said, remote address of the requested location that it is going to display. Then remote host, which host, name of the host that it is going to be displayed. Remote port, which port that it is going to be used for that communication, that it is going to be. Then script file name, which type of script that is being written in that particular file. So that also it is going to be displayed. That is JavaScript, which script that they will want to write it. So that also it is going to be, you can see it. Then server admin name. So the configuration purposes, this server admin, you can able to fetch it. Okay? Then server port, which port usually it is going to be 8080. That port is going to be there. It's a communication port and it is going to get displayed. Then server signature. Okay, that's the server version of the virtual host name. So all these things what happens basically is to know some other systems data. Okay, so because of that these things are going to be, so for the good causes only that we have to use it. Then path translated. Okay, file system based path, which path that is being used, that also it is going to be. Then script name, which script that it is being used for the writing over the programs that it is being. These are all the different 27 are there. So these things are going to be fetched from the PHP program. So here you can able to see that those things only. So where and all that you can able to see this server information keys. Okay, there is the server name, server address, document root, script name. So these things you can able to see here. The post method that is being used, request method is going to be post. Then server protocol, which protocol that it is being used here. So this is the outcome of this. There is a HTTP request header it is going to be. So here it is a request time, at what time that it is being right. Complete time means date and time that it is going to display here. Then HTTP user agent. Okay. So through which browser that it is being you are using, that it is. Then HTTP connection, which type of connection it is going to be, and whether it is getting connected continuously or not, so that keep alive that function is there. Then you can have here HTTP accept encoding method. Okay. Is a zip method is there, and here is a HTTP host. So the host of the particular site that it's been displayed. So like this, there's so many information that you can able to gather from this. This is server name, server address, server port, all these things that you can able to fetch from the server configuration file. So for the request header keys, we're going to have get, head, post, and put. So these things that you can able to use it. Remote address, IP address that you can able to get it. HTTP user agent, the same thing that whatever that been discussed here, same thing over here also you're going to get it. Okay. So for this HTTP referrer, this contains the address of the page that referred by the referred us to this one. So that is nothing but which referrer that referred that particular link, that it is being displayed here. So how do you access the headers? So by using this browsers, you can say this is one program, simple program it is going to be. So server HTTP agent, it is which browser that you are using. Browser get browser name. Okay, so that is HTTP user agent. You will be going to get that browser name over here. So like that, these things are going to be used. HTTP referrer header to provide the context dependent output. So it is nothing but previous page if it is going to be referred. HTTP referrer previous page. So check see if the referrer was of the which page search that he was doing. Okay, if string position is going to be search.php previous page not equal to 0, then that particular page is going to be fetched. Okay. Security, so header can be forged. So here you can say that all headers can be forged. HTTP referrer header can lie about the whether the referrer can come from. So always it is going to be very true that cookies and all these things that it is going to be there, right? So referrers are going to be always it is going to forge means it cannot be able to lie that it is going to be. So you cannot able to see that way that it is being came where it is being referred also. Isn't also can lie the